No hockey?
Hockey sometimes.
Who was your team growing up?
Montreal Canadiens.
Montreal?
Mm-hmm.
Why Montreal? You're from Alberta, right?
I know. Well, when I grew up, there wasn't an Alberta team.
Really?
Not when I was a kid.
No Oilers?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm old. It was a pretty small league when I was a kid.
Right, so it was this original six?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And you
And
stayed...
so, it couldn't be Toronto, so.
No, I'm a Leafs fan.
Aha.
Yeah.
That's a sad state of affairs.
I know it is.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
know. It's the
tough.
land of perpetual disappointment.
It's tough.
I told my son when he was a kid, he was a Leafs fan. I said, you don't want to do that. You're going to be disappointed your whole life.
What are you doing with Peterson Academy?
We're hoping that we can bring elite level general education and then more specialized education to everyone, everywhere, in multiple languages for virtually no money. That's the plan, and it's well underway. We have 30,000 students. We launched with approximately 20 lectures. We have 30 more already filmed. We have 2-year production schedule already mapped out. We'll do something approximating a great books approach, but that won't be all of it. And we have great professors. And not only do we have great professors, the production quality is extremely high, and the tenor of the community, and we're going to work to maintain this, is extremely positive. And so, and we have advanced ambitions. I can't see any reason at all that we can't provide a bachelor's level education to people for about $2,000. And so that's a 95% cost reduction, and I think our lectures are second to none in terms of quality and certainly in terms of production value. So, and it also appears that we hit the price point right. It's about $500 a year, and from what we've been able to understand from our audience, people regard that as a bargain, and I think it is. You get access right away to 20 courses. I just can't see why that's not a great deal. And usually it's because they're afraid, that their reputation will be savaged if they dare come on my podcast, which I think is not a necessary fear anymore. But I can find people who are very interesting and knowledgeable, compelling, and decent, and ask them to lecture, and they almost invariably do. And then when they do, we treat our professors extremely well, because we're happy to have them, We'd like them to come back. Mm-hmm. And so they're likely to come back. So, yeah, we ran a pre-enrollment over the last 3 weeks. We launched formally on September 9th. And so far, the platform can tolerate the load. And
that's cool.
Yeah, it's so fun. And we're negotiating with a couple of different jurisdictions with regard to formal accreditation. Now, I don't know if that'll happen because our approach is different than a typical university, not least because it's online, but I think we'll be able to manage it. And then the sky's the limit. We hope we can translate all our courses into multiple languages and really expand out in the developing world. We teach people free market economics, which would be extremely useful and not done, because even business schools in the West tend to have a leftist perspective when it comes to capitalism, so to speak, and that's so counterproductive. Mm-hmm. Now, I just went to Uzbekistan